Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial session here on Silicon Gist. So we are still in our HTML course. So the last time we discussed about the elements, attributes, headings and paragraphs. So in today's tutorial we are going to talk about HTML styles, formatting, quotations and comments. So without further ado, let's go straight. And then, like we said in the last video, we are going to be making use of W3 School's curriculum, so that in order to make sure we follow a structured syllabus for this course. And then beside that, we are also going to be taking a look at the explanations and then some of the comments that we have here on W3 Schools before we now go straight to our editor and write some codes. So um, today's class, we said we are starting with the HTML styles. So what does style mean? HTML style attribute is an attribute, so and is used to add styles to an element. And then we discussed about this in our last video, that if you intend to add styles to your element, you can make use of the styles attribute. And this is just similar to our inline inline CSS. And we are still coming to CSS and discuss about that in detail. But just know that it is similar to inline CSS. So HTML style attributes can be done with the style attributes, and then it has the following syntax. So the tag name, which is the name of the element itself, we have the style, and don't forget we said for every attribute it always come in name and value ps, so which means that the name of the attribute is style, while the value of that attribute, or the value of that attribute, is property value, which we have here. So and so the value is a css value, and then the property is a css property, because the style attribute itself is a representation of css, so inline css in html. So you can use it to add background. So anything you intend to add with css, you can use the style attribute to do that. And then you can use it to have the text color, font, text size, text alignment, and so on and so forth. So let's just take one or two examples before we move on. And so just like in our last video, we see we use style for color red. So if I intend to use style for probably the font size, I think we also did that under Ronaldo. Or have I cleaned it off? Okay, the hair is there, so you can see. Then you can also use the style attribute to add background color. You can use the style attribute. So let me just do an example of the background color, and then before we move on. So if I intend to have, I will just say style. You see, that's the advantage of using an editor. So you can always have suggestion. So background color, so I have it here. Now let me go for aqua. I think I love aqua. So if I click on save, then I come back to my web page. So if I click on save as well, you see now the background color has changed. So if you intend to add inline css to your html element, so just make use of style attribute. So the next part of the next let's go to the next part, which is the html formatting. So what we mean by formatting is that you can use to define text with a special meaning. So that's what the html formatting is about. So if you need to intend to have your text written in bold, in italics, in subscript, superscript, all of them, they have their respective html elements that takes care of that. In fact, that's what html is all about. You just need to know the html element that take care of whatever you intend to do. So you can see for bold, for strong. So now if I want to add the emphasis to this, I just give it strong. So strong. So if I give you strong, so this one is gonna be here. So by the time I press S, you see now the contains, oh sorry, this one is supposed to reload. So this contain, you can see this one is now in bold. So if you want to have italic same, emphasize same, mark, small, DL, delete, insert, subscript and superscript. Then we also have some other ones like B for brackets. I think I mentioned I was strong. The I, that's for italics. The M, that's emphatic. Then we have the EM, which is the emphatic. Then we have small elements. Then we have the mark element, delete, insert, sub. The sub is for a subscript, while on this SUP is for superscript. So that's that on HTML text formatting. Then we go straight to the next one, which is HTML quotations. So in case if you intend to, I know you will have seen it online whereby you see a quoted statement. So in case if you intend to do something similar, you can always use the quotation or citation elements, and there are a lot of them. You have the block quotes, it's going to have it in form of block quotes. So let me just use this one as an example after Mulder. So because basically the way for you to learn is that you make sure some of all these things are being practiced and then you go through them very well. So if I close the lorem ipsum now, will have been generated. So now you can see what I have here. So the block code. So which means that there will be space like a margin left and margin right, and of course something up here so that it can stand alone and then everybody can know that what the man said there is actually code. Then we can have Q. So it's better that we demonstrate some of all these things ourselves. So if I have lorem, so if I go back and then reload this page, you can see the way it can. So now this is the Q, that's the quoted mark. So apart from that one, you can also give your address. So if I want to give address to someone, so let me give an address. I will just say my address. So you can give it probably, I don't know, what can, okay. So I'm trying to look for something I can use for the address. I'm trying to look for something I can use for the address. So let me just say, okay, let me give you an address. So let's say number 1001. That's how we write address 1001. Probably say Adeni Jones Street. Then that will not be, let's say, Georgia. Lagos. So let me save it. Going to see the way it's gonna appear. You now see it now. So that's the essence of using the right tool for the right job. So there are a lot of them online. So we've only made use of few, very few. So it's a email address, not a site where just use the site tag, the BDO, that's a bi-directional override. So it's used to override the current text direction. So and so on and so forth. Then we've talked about the address. Then now, and then this is under quotation. I think we discussed about that. Then now let's talk about lecture, which is the HTML comments. So comment are actually they are always ignored by the machine. So it's only meant for the programmer. So the what you need to know is just the comment command, and it's quota, because the thing is that for every programming language there is a respective comment command. So now for HTML comment tags, so you can always have, so let's try and demonstrate this so that we understand it better. So if you have, for us to have HTML comment tag, so that means you want to comment on a particular event. So you have this, so then you can now put your comment in between. So this is a comment. So that is how you write a comment for HTML. So anything you are writing, anything you are developing, so if you want to give it an additional information, you can always put them inside this comment tag. So and that's it. That's the on the end for today's tutorial session. So see you in the next video. Don't forget to like this channel. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We promise to always come up with an interesting and fascinating topics. So we discuss them here, and then everybody can share their view. Thank you so much.